Hey guys, hey guys, Black Rose Duelist here to bring my top 5 decks of February 2015. And don't make fun of me because I spelled February wrong. It is a real big challenge, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to start off with an honorable mention, Volcanic. I couldn't quite put it in the top 5 because it's still not there yet, but it just got the top 16 in the last YCS this weekend, and it's very unexpected, which is good. It's very destructive. It has its own dark hole, which in a monster form. It's really fast, and it can deal tons of damage with its monsters and its effect damage. So Volcanics are very unexpected, and I'd be ready to battle them anytime. Number 5. Satellar Knights. Satellar Knights are very easy to come back with Altair. I think that's its name, Altair. And whenever they die, they can just come back 10 times harder by summoning Altair, summoning Vega with Vega, summoning Deneb with Deneb, searching something else. It's just too strong. And it also has Diamond now, which destroys Burning Abyss and Shaddolls. And it's extremely consistent because Deneb can search basically anything in the deck. And by the way, I'm splitting the number 5 into Heroes and Satellar Knights because I couldn't really put one over the other. So I definitely look out for Satellar Knights this format. They're very consistent and they can pack a big punch and come back out of nowhere anytime in the duel if they have a Satellar Knight in the graveyard and an Altair in hand. Plus they have great Xyz for the deck. So Heroes, or Masked Heroes, they're just extremely good right now. They have Dark Law, which is basically a macrocosmos on one-sided macrocosmos on your opponent's side of the field. So basically, that destroys all the Burning Abyss effects, Shaddolls, Satellar Knights can't bring back their monsters, and Necros their spells, and it doesn't really hurt clipboards that much, does it? But it basically has their new Stratos replacement. It's not quite Stratos, but Shadow Mist basically searches anything when it goes to the graveyard that's a hero. And then it has its big beaters that they can just get out of nowhere with Mass Change 2, normal Mass Change. And then it has one of the best top decks in the whole game, Miracle Fusion, where you can just bust out a random Elemental Hero Shiny that's 3200 and stomp over your opponent's whole deck. So that's incredible. And besides that, there's not much else that comes with the heroes. But yeah, Dark Law is the MVP for sure. It wrecks everything. Number 4. Shaddolls are very good this format, but they weren't as good as they were in previous formats. Shaddolls is actually kind of a sad story. Everything kind of tramples over it. When they were first introduced, Burning Abyss and Satellar Knights came out, and Burning Abyss kind of stomped over Shaddolls, and then they got more support, but then the Clipports came over here, and now they're going to get more support, but then the Necros are coming. They just can't catch a break with the number 1 deck of the format. They have Denko Sekka, which can crush some things, and it's pretty useful. They're also getting Node in April, which is really helpful in the deck because they can keep summoning stuff for fusion materials. And they can control your opponent's board by getting out the Winda Girl or whatever, the one that they can't special summon more than once, because that just wrecks Burning Abyss. And now it also has access to Dark Law with Mass Change 2. So overall, it's a pretty good deck. They did lose Super Poly, but I think they're still in the running to be a pretty good deck at number 4. What do you think? I think they're good. Number 3. Clipports. Clipports are very good this format because they just are floaters. You can't kill them. Once you kill one, they'll just come back next turn even harder. Now with the access to a new Pendulum monster that helps, the big board wall thing, it just gets it's just even more consistent. You get Summoner's Art, and that searches the searcher, that searches even more searches, and you just get everything searched for you. They can OTK extremely fast and big damage, And they also have skill drain, which completely shuts down everything that isn't clip ports and makes your clip ports 5 times stronger. Not to mention that they keep coming back every turn when you kill them. Talk about annoying. They're the one deck you just don't want to play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you're just blah, 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 right? Number 2. Number 2 is Necros. They're the new deck on the playing field, and they have access to Denko Sekka, and then they have their own Trishula, which crushes everything. They also have their own Bryonic, and they're extremely consistent. They always have, end up being the same hand every single turn, or every single duel. You can give them a hand of any cards in their deck, and they'll end up getting the hand they want, because everything searches everything. So you always get exactly what you want for the plays you want. And did I mention they have their own Trishula? Trishula just wrecks all. There's no way to get through it. And a lot of the Clipport and Brain Abyss players don't really know what Necros do yet, so it can take them by surprise. And surprise is always good in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, yeah, they're just deadly, because you don't know what they do. Number 1! Roids. Roids are the best deck Yu-Gi-Oh! Could ever offer. They have extremely consistent plays. They have very power plays. They can bring out monstrous monsters that will just drill your head off with Power Bond. Then you also have easy OTKs by bringing out all the Roid monsters and then making them super powerful and just wrecking your opponent. Nothing is better than Roids. You really just can't beat them. You can't go anywhere without seeing the Roids. They're just everywhere. You can't stop them. They'll just keep trucking through you. Just kidding. Ha! You got trolled. Roids aren't the best deck. I mean, come on. Did you really think I was serious, young duelist? I wouldn't think that. That's just silly. The best deck is quite obviously Burning Abyss. Yeah. No one likes this deck. They're very annoying. It has Dante, so if you get both double Dante in the first turn, you can't get around that, because if you kill them, you'll just yep, they'll just pop right back up. They also have Virgil, which will send everything back to your deck. And then you also have Fire Lake, which just wrecks your field. And then Top Deck Tour Guides, which brings back more Dantes. And then they're deadly fast. They just keep on coming. And then now they have access to Dark Law with Mass Change 2. So you're kind of just dead all over if you have a Dante and then a Dark Law, and then a Dante. I mean, how are you going to get through that? So comment down below your top 5 decks of the format month right now, and subscribe. Bye-bye. And a snake pooped on his head. 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 A snake pooped on his head. We're gonna go eat cake. We're gonna go eat cake. We're gonna eat cake. We're gonna cake. We're gonna eat cake. We're gonna eat cake. We're gonna eat